Hello everyone, my name is Shark and welcome back to another Pokemon Trainer Select figure review. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Target exclusive. Pretty much all of them are Target exclusive at this point. Deoxys, and I'm not going to lie, I'm very excited about this one because he was the last one. Well, I still need to find Suicune. I've reviewed this guy. I never released a video for this guy. I would probably release this when I release this video, but this is the normal form of Deoxys. I'm not entirely sure if they will make all the different forms. They probably could because it does say like normal form and everything. So without further ado, let's take this guy out and see how he looks. Alright, so here we have Deoxys, and I gotta say, he looks pretty freaking cool. I am not gonna lie to you, he looks fantastic. Honestly, this might be the best looking one out of all of them because it doesn't look like it has like that many like cuts or joints or anything. Everything seems perfect and seamless about this figure. Now, unfortunately, he cannot stand without his stand, of course. So it's really nice that Jazzwares... This is Jazzwares, right? Is Jazzwares the one doing this? I forgot. Yeah, Jazzwares. It's nice that Jazzwares actually is including stands for these guys, of course, because there's the flying Pokemon, and then there's all that sort of stuff. The Pokemon that have like the tiny little legs like this. So he looks great. He looks really good. Honestly, aesthetically, he looks amazing. It is a Target exclusive, so you should have no issue finding this guy in like a month or so. I was really lucky enough to find this guy at the time. I've seen like 3 sightings of him in like one in each different Target, so it really is scarce. But that was like a month ago, so I've had this guy in my in my room for a long time at this point. But yeah, no, aesthetically he looks really nice. The finish on this guy actually looks a little bit better than the other ones, which is surprising. It is kind of like a matte finish of sorts, but it does look really nice. Now, articulation, I'm actually a little bit surprised with the articulation with this guy, especially with the arms as well because of the bendy wire. But unfortunately, there is no neck articulation that's pretty good. Like, they could have actually made this a joint right here. They made the cut for it. Don't understand why they didn't like make the actual joint to kind of move around. They could have just made it a hinge too to kind of look down. So looking down, he goes about that far. Looking up, not so much because of the giant head in the back. But looking side to side is pretty good. And pivoting a little bit, not too much though. Now for the arms, which is like the main appeal of the figure, you can remove them and separate them and then post them however you want because they are bendy wire. So it's really nice that they actually did this, and you can even post them up together as well if you wanted to. Like, you can move them however you want and anything like so. And of course it has the plastic or the little holes for the air to go in. That way it doesn't like get destroyed right away, which is really nice. But you could get some really cool poses with this guy, in my opinion. And especially with the poses that I have planned with Rayquaza in mind, because Rayquaza is like the lifelong enemy of Deoxys. So look at that. Even just like with oh my goodness, look at that. Already looking menacing as always. Such a cool Pokemon in my opinion. Being like one of the first alien Pokemon to be introduced in the series. One of, not the only one. There are definitely more. But for the torso, it doesn't move much. He does have like a ball peg on the bottom, which is interesting. He does swivel at the diaphragm. This gem is clear plastic, which is really nice. It actually looks pretty cool. Kicking forward, not so much. Kicking backwards, not so much either, but it actually has decent range. No splits because of the giant flaps here. They could have definitely made this soft plastic, but it works. You do get a slight swivel, which is good. Double jointed knee, which the plastic does look completely different in terms of color, especially from afar, but it does look really nice. But yeah, no, this figure has some decent articulation, and honestly, for a $20 figure, it has great articulation, and it just looks good nonetheless. But yeah, I love it. So, Accessories, of course, we only have the stand. There's not much for it, but you do need the stand for him to stand, of course, to stay completely still. Honestly, these stands, I hate the stands. I personally hate the stands. They take too much space. If they were square, that would have been perfect, but no, they're round. In my opinion, they could have made them look like Pokeballs, which would have been cool, but they kind of missed out on that, so it's like, whatever. So at this point, I don't necessarily care. So yeah. So that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to talk about with this guy. So going into my final thoughts, as an overall score, I'm actually going to give this guy a 9 out of 10. This guy looks fantastic. For the price point, is going to be really good. The exclusivity is like the only downside for him. And of course, he can't stand by himself. You do need to stand to keep him standing, but it still is a really cool figure nonetheless. So yeah, I'm very excited. It's been forever since I've uploaded a Pokemon Trainer Team figure. I do have a crap ton of them in my backlog, so I do apologize for that. But that's pretty much it. That's everything that I wanted to cover for this one. So that's all the time I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about this figure. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know down in the comments below. But besides that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.